Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LaughingStock, and you are joining us for continued coverage of the North American Regional Open Qualifiers for the Boston Major. And immediately we get into some action as Glove takes out Frenzy, Blitz on Slar takes out the Lion, down goes the Batrider to a neutral creep, and the OP Morphling is going to get stomped by a Slithering, crushed by Blitz. Whew, what a way to start this cast. Again, we're about 10 minutes in, catching the action live as it happens. Thank you for joining me. We're going to quickly run through the heroes and the players. We got Blitz on the Slardar. Capitalist is playing the Shadow Demon. Merlini is on the Luna. We got CCNC on the Storm Spirit. And Frenzy is playing on Kunkka. For the Dire, we've got Storm sold at what? I'm just going to call him Storm. We got on the Abaddon, we've got Lion being played by Burnt. You've got Thinking being on the OD. I don't know what that means. And then Marshall on the Batrider, and then of course, how could we ever forget Sugar, Glider,
Radiant's
Love?
middle tower be under attack.
What are these names? Alright, Capitalist gets the disruption off on the Morphling. Morphling tried to put some damage with his waveform onto Frenzy, but nothing doing there. Cap trying to get away. I just heard a finger used. Burnt trying to get a kill on Merlini. Merlini does get pushed out by the Batrider. But Batrider has a Blink Dagger and has a lasso, so makes up for that mistake pretty quickly as Merlini falls to the fire. Should watch out for that fire, Merlini. Alright, so far, if we look at the overall net worth in this game, you're top now. Oh, well, here's more fights, so we'll hold off on net worth for now. Shadow Demon gets found, and Kunkka gets found. Shadow Demon's going to go down to the right-clicking of Thinking, although Lion does get the final hit on that. The boat doesn't hit anybody in particular, but helps Frenzy get out of a jam. So it looks like they might have been trying to ward the jungle, but whatever, they were caught out of position and ultimately murdered. Now CCNC is going to find Storm on the Abaddon, but now Marshall's coming over. He's going to try and throw his fire damage onto Storm. Storm's going to back out. He's out of mana. In Luna, Merlini and CCNC trying to pick up on the Glider, but, well, no. When you're Storm Spirit and you run out of mana, you're basically just screwed. Although Storm did eventually get the kill on Abaddon. I don't actually know how that kill happened.
Bottom tower be under attack.
Abaddon's level 5.
Oh, well, Abaddon's level 5. I guess that explains it. Well, he died, so at least Storm got something before he died. But as of right now, let's take a look at the overall net worth. We do have the Radiant side currently in favor. That would be the VEG club, I guess. Kind of the VEG esports peeps. You got Cap on VEG, Merlini on VEG. I can't remember if Blitz is or not. No, Blitz still has a Zephyr tag. Zephyr. Remember them all too fondly. And then, yeah, so overall right now they are in the lead, but it's not by a ton. Honestly, it's only 1k. XP is just over 2k in favor. So no one team has really established any kind of dominance. We just had the first tower go down for the Dire on the bottom lane, and all towers are up on the Radiant. So still a lot of Dota to be played here. Now we do get OD caught out of position and instantly just brutalized by the Kunkka Slardar Storm Spirit combo that they have. I mean, the Slithering Crush into the Torrent is pretty nasty setup combo, does a lot of damage. And they're going to follow that up with Objective Gaming, and they're going to go for the mid tower and take it down. So, nice kill, nice tower, move on, thank you kindly. They're going to rotate top. It looks like Sugar, Glider, Love, I can't stand that name, is chilling at top all by himself. He's going to back off a little bit because I think he senses people coming for him. And does now see Kunkka lane. So what?
Let's call him SGL.
SGL, yeah. Might as well. It's so annoying. There have been some names when I've been casting, and it's just like, why? Why, God?
Or just call him Sugar. I mean,
Sugar.
come on.
Hey, Sugar, how you doing? So now that I'm being a dirty old pervert, let's keep casting. Merlini's going to go bot and farm. Merlini seems to have been having a bit of a rough game. 2-2-5. Fourth on the leaderboard, which is kind of weird for Luna, but you know, Luna's pick up pretty quickly once they start getting some farm. Down in the mid lane, we do have a dive going in, and the final hit is gonna go to fucking Sugar. Fuck you, Sugar, Glider, Lover. To hate your name. with a passion. They do take out the Storm Spirit in mid, and they're going to go for the mid tower. We do have a teleport coming in. Capital is trying to drop some pain with those poison waves, but nothing doing. Now, Frenzy's going to get caught out by Burnt. We do have a disruption coming on that's going to stop the line from doing anything. Nice Slithering Crush. This line is going to drop rather brutally. Now, Abaddon's ultimate has finished already, which is terrifying for him because he's in the middle of 2 towers and 3 heroes, and he drops rather quickly. So they do pick up 2. A blink up. Looks like Blitz was trying to get more, but unfortunately the other heroes were not in range. So nice defense. They didn't even get the tower out of that. All towers still up on the side of the Radiant. Now Blitz is trying to get some more damage in, although he is getting spotted out by the ward that is right here. So they know that he is trying to pick up that kill on thinking. Alright, all of the tier 1 towers are down on the side of the Dire, so they got to try to be a little bit defensive, but they need some wards up. They need better wards up. Right now, the only ward that they have is really this one right here on the cliff.
Is this OD going boots first at 16 minutes? Or not boots, but drums?
Who, OD?
Yeah.
OD is in fact going for drums. Quick kill by line onto Capitalist. I mean, that's what happens when you finger a demon. He kind of explodes. Again, I'm a pervert apparently, because everything I sound just sounds really gross to me. But hey, such is life.
And then I threw some sugar on it.
Yeah, at least sugar wasn't there. Because you put sugar on a finger demon, and oh man, that's just rough. Merlini, so let's take a look. Let's take a quick gather of where we are item-wise. We do have the Blink Dagger on Blitz. He has demonstrated that a few times, over 1,600 gold in his bank, so we'll see what he does. Storm Spirit, CCNC, he's got the Soul Ring, Null, Arcane. You got to imagine he's working his way to a Bloodstone. He is not owing 27,000 like the previous Storm I casted was, so he might actually get the Bloodstone in decent timing. Shadow Demon does have Arcane boots, also has a bunch of wards, like a good Shadow Demon should. Luna.
Top lane.
Top lane, Sugar Glider Lover. Sugar Fuckwad Stick is what I'm going to call him. Blitz gets a Slithering Crush, it's a nice bash. Well, there's no real follow-up when he can just waveform through a cliff away from you. But got some damage on him, got the amplified damage on him, so nice stuff there. Merlini, 1,700 gold. He did finish up the Helm of the Dom. You got to imagine he's going to try to go for a little bit more damage, maybe a Yasha, but we'll wait and see. I did apparently miss a kill on Kunkka in the bot lane because I'm a scrub. But he seems to be working his way towards the armlet. In fact, already has the recipe, so that'll be completed upon revival. Abaddon, boots. That's about it, buddy. 1,000 gold. He might try to work his way into a mech. I don't know. We'll find out. The Morphling did complete the Dragon Lance and has the Perseverance, so he'll probably be working his way towards a Lincoln Sphere. It's a pretty standard pickup on morphs these days. Batrider's got his Blink Dagger, working on his Force Staff. OD did complete the drums, has 900 gold available. Make that 1,000 gold. I like to see him get a Force Staff, which he did just pick up a Staff of Wizardry. So you got to imagine that that's where he's heading. And then Lion, last but not least, has some Tranquil Boots, and that is about it. Now we do see some action coming in. The Slithering Crush is going to stop Batrider. That's going to be a quick kill. It looks like Capitalist going to get the kill steal on that one with the last hit. Really, there were 4 heroes. X Marks is going to come in on thinking, is he going to try to Astral Imprison? He does. And that was a good usage of it. Waited long enough, but Blitz comes in on the end of it, gets a Slithering Crush on it too. And the Lunar Eclipse is going to finish that off. Now, Storm tried to pick off the Abaddon as he ran across, but could not do it. And this should be a pretty easy mid-tower now for the Radiant side, now that they've gotten that pick off. Well played by Blitz to get that double stun out of the imprisonment. This tower is going to go down rather quickly. You might see him rotate to take out another tower. Looks like Sugar Bitch just teleported off. I just hate his name. Sugar Tits. Oh God. Sugar Tits, as it is doing what Sugar Tits do. I don't even know what that is. Now CCNC, what are you doing? He's out. He's safe for now. He has the 15 charge Bloodstone. Don't just sack it, but they aren't going to get the kill on him. Burnt, however, is going to rotate down. Might catch the Merlini. Does not. Now Merlini going straight Eagle Song, buddy. I mentioned he might get a Yasha after the Helm of the Dawn, but he's like, screw Yasha, I can get even more agility. I mean, I will say they don't have a natural MKB carrier, so it's actually not a bad pickup, getting a Butterfly. Marshall on the Batrider trying to go across the river in flames to see if there's any creeps he can kill or any heroes he can catch with the lasso. Nothing doing for him as Cap picks up the illusion. So we're kind of in a standstill right now, obviously. No one wants to give away too much, and I think Merlini and the boys are fine with just farming, because you got to imagine a Storm Luna Slardar combo are going to be able to handle a Morphling OD carry combo. So late game, I think, currently favors the side of the Radiant, but you never know. It really always comes down to execution in these fights.
First Oblivion Staff's picked up by Storm Spirit. Again towards the...
Yeah, Storm completes
Orchid.
the Oblivion Staff. He is working towards that Orchid, and that will be painful. I should be worth pointing out that Sugar Tits almost has Lincoln Sphere. That's his name now. Sugar Tits. What'd you get for picking weird names, people? But he is pretty close to his Lincoln Sphere, so Storm is going to have to make sure he's aware of that when he goes in. Now, it looks like Blitz has an Invis Rune. Oh no, correction. He has a Shadow Blade. Because why not? When you already have a Blink Dagger, pick up Shadow Blade, get even more initiation. Seems good. Seems legit.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Frenzy chilling with just that armlet, but that's typically enough on a Kunkka to do some serious damage. So right now, what you'd like to see on the side of the Dire is some pick-off kills. You pick off a couple of people like maybe Merlini, and you're going to start picking up some more gold for your mains. Now Frenzy is going to be in trouble. He's going to get imprisoned. And we do have a Blinken from Storm, and that is pretty much instantly going to kill the Lion. Although Storm gets gripped, nice disruption by Cap. It's going to stop the lasso from continuing, and the boat stuns too. Down goes OD to Luna's Eclipse. Storm going to blink in, stop Abaddon from getting to his tower, and Slardar gets the last hit kill on that one. They're going to push down hard on the tier 3 now. X-Mark did go out on Marshall, but the Torrent too late. Blitz tried to blink stun. Just couldn't catch up, and now here's the power that is known as Shadow Demon Luna, as the Illusions and team will just go to work on the tower, and now we're going to see the Clave Bounces destroy literally everything else. Kunkka almost landed the Torrent, but Batrider does have the Force Staff that pushed him out to safety. And they're going to leave the melee racks for now as Sugar Tits shows in lane. Instead, they're going to go straight on Lion, who was very out of position. Sugar Tits! That's a weird thing to say and then leave off like that.
Sugar Tits!
Radiant's bottom tower will be under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
Well, he waved for him, didn't I? I thought he was dead, but what I didn't realize is he had an illusion to replicate too. I'm just going to keep moving on past that because that sounded awkward. Yeah, so far now we're seeing firm control of the game being taken over by the Radiant. And they're now going to start dewarding the jungle. There's currently one ward for the entire Radiant side here. I guess the Dire actually have some good wards, don't they? I thought you were going to see the Radiant start going through and deward, but they only got one deward, but still a pretty useful one over by Roshana. It is worth mentioning that Roshan is up currently, so I think at some point you might see the Radiant go for that kill. We do have a 4-hero rotation coming bot. Frenzy better be careful. Marshall blinks into the trees. That's not super useful, dude. Force Staff is going to try. Oh, nice disruption by Cap. Frenzy's going to try and get out, but Sugar Tits is there. Unfortunately for Cap, Sugar Tits does have the Lincoln Sphere. That was a nice Torrent. Marshall's not going to be able to get anything. Storm Spirit's going to blink in. X-Mark does go on to Batrider. Unfortunately, though, that Astral Imprisonment is kind of screwing things over. Nice blink stun by Blitz. Storm Spirit picks up the last on Lion, and Blitz wants more. He is Shadow Bladed up. He's going to go for the kill on Marshall along with the help of CCNC. And Batrider gets saved by the last second Astral Imprisonment. Now Thinking is chasing Blitz. Morphling's going to throw the stun. That might have been a waste of the Eclipse by OD, but in the meantime, we got a double kill in the jungle. Now OD is in some serious trouble. Storm spots him out. He's going to get him gripped. Luna's going to beam him, and Storm's going to kill him. That's a triple kill for CCNC on the Storm Spirit. And I think you're seeing Merlini say, hey, I want Roche. Let's take this bitch. He's got Butterfly. He's got Yasha. What else does he need? He needs to never die. Which is what he's going to get now. These chaotic fights are really going the way of the Radiant. I mean, when you have a Storm Spirit, when you have a Blink Dagger Slardar, chaotic is good. When you have a hero comp like Batrider, Lion, OD, you really want more of controlled chaos because you want your stuns and your AoE abilities to kind of land on top of each other. So I gotta say, it seems so far like this chaos has been going in favor of particularly CCNC as he takes out all these heroes in these fights. This is now over a 15k net worth lead on the side of the Radiant. For the Dire, we're looking at behind by 16k experience. So things definitely starting to tilt in favor of the Radiant if they weren't already before. And they're just going to say, you know what, we have the Aegis. Let's push. I do see the Orchid recipe coming out to Storm pretty soon. Frenzy also going for an Orchid. Interesting. They're going to go for as many silences as possible. Cap does have the Glimmer Cape pickup, is doing some dewarding. We got Blitz with the Blink, Shadow Blade still. He does have an Ogre Club. Don't know what exactly just happened, but Burnt and Friends tried to do something. I do hear X marks, but Astral again is going to stop the X from falling through to completion. It looks like Marshall's trying to get in position for a lasso, but is not going to get out in time. And really, it's a whole lot of posturing and positioning, not a whole lot of fighting going on right now, as it's just the creep waves getting taken out. Another X marks the spot. Astral is down. This one's actually going to land. Oh, no, Force Step gets him out in time. There's the lasso onto Merlini. Merlini is getting dragged in. He's not on the agent. CCNC goes straight for the backlines, takes out the line. The Abaddon is going to go out. OD is in some serious trouble. He's going to drop. Merlini does finally go down, but CCNC is able to clean up the mess that was left behind. We do have two immediate buybacks coming in from Marshall and Thinking on the OD and Batrider. They're going to come in. Capitalist with the nicely timed disruption, but all it did was delay the inevitable. Although X marked, ooh, nice Glimmer Cape. He saves himself for now. Marshall gets X marked, but the flames were enough to burn Cap before he could get teleported back to base. And that was actually overall a nice fight for them, although they do have to buy back on two separate heroes with the OD and the Batrider. And now that the Radiant know this, they can push again later and focus him down. Storm, in fact, says, why wait? Why not just go straight for Marshall? Marshall gets silenced. He gets X-marked. He gets killed. CCNC on a monster kill. It is worth pointing out that he has 28 charges on his Bloodstone. He is a fat bastard right now at 12, 4, and 9. And really, he's been the reason they've been winning a lot of these fights. Now, X-Mark does go out onto Abaddon. He is going to get stopped by the Torrent. Chooses to pop his ultimate, maybe to prevent them from going in on him. Seemed like an odd choice, although it is only a minute-long cooldown, so maybe he's thinking by the time the next fight roams around that he is going to get what he needs. Now, Ethereal Blade is completed by Sugar Tits.
Gold for my chest.
Fucking Sugar Tits. And MKB is picked up by Storm Spirit as well as the Orchid. He's just going to be wrecking fools pretty soon. If he, well, he already has been, but he's going to be wrecking them even harder here in a second.
Top tower be under attack.
It does also look like Blitz is going for the BKB, not yet completed, although OD did just finish the Hurricane Pike. You know, kind of sad for an OD when you're 29 minutes in and all you got to show for is drums and a Hurricane Pike, but he's making the best he can with what he's got at this point in the game. Free Torn on Sugar Tits. He stood in place, and there is the power of the Morphling Ethereal Blade as he absolutely melts Kunkka. Now CNC wants to fight. Sugar Tits almost goes down to... Who the heck is doing that damage? I don't even know who's killing him, but CCNC going to ham. Yeah, Shadow Demon's Illusions, I guess. We're doing the ones. Now Luna's going to start in on the barracks. CCNC decides to just obliterate everybody. Luna gets a kill with the beam, and we're down to Sugar Tits and Abaddon, which I hate to break it to you. I don't think Veggies is going to stop in the middle of a fight and pay for Sugar Tits to do a lap dance or something. I don't know. It sounded funnier in my head. I just gave up on it halfway through. Abaddon gets killed. Aegis gets popped by CCNC. They do take the bot racks. They're going to go straight for the tier 4s and the throne. I don't see a whole lot of defense that they're going to be able to do. Now, Sugar does take a copy of Merlini. However, the real Merlini is better than the fake Merlini, so, you know, good luck with that. They're just going to focus in on the Ancient. Shadow Demon's going to make more Luna illusions, because why not? Again, Sugar Tits shows why Morphling is OP. CCNC takes up the backline line and manages to get out in time before Marshall can lasso him, silences him, almost gets a kill. Not quite able to. Now, Frenzy did just try to X-mark the Morphling, but again, that Lincoln Sphere coming in handy. Now, here comes the lasso. Luna says, no lasso for you. Pops the Eclipse, gets a double kill. That's a buyback on Morphling, but at this point, there's really no point. This game is going to end. Congratulations owed to, I guess I'll call them VEGs, the Radiant team. Really, from what we saw start to finish, the game was pretty much theirs to win. The Dire tried valiantly. Morphling showed what Morphling can do, but ultimately, when you've got a Storm that's as on point as CCNC was, and you've got Luna getting as much space as he did, there's not a lot you can do to come back from that. So congratulations again to the Radiant. They move on into the next round of the Boston Major Open Qualifiers here in the North American region. My name is LaughingStock. You have been a wonderful crowd, except for Merlini, or sorry, except for Draconi. Fuck, I ruined that. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will catch you later.